British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is on his first official trip to India. Accompanied by a 125-member delegation, the leader described the visit as the biggest trade mission ever sent to India. The UK signed a free trade agreement with India in July to cut tariffs on goods and allow more market access for businesses.
This is a two-parter, if you like. We had Prime Minister Modi over to the United Kingdom earlier this year to sign the FTA, the free trade agreement that we agreed, and today is the return leg of that, if you like. That FTA is really important for us. It's the biggest deal that we've struck since we left the EU, and I think it's the biggest deal that India has ever struck, so hugely important.
Mr. Starmer was joined by more than 100 business leaders at an event in Mumbai. He also hailed, I quote, unparalleled opportunities in India after the FTA was signed, while his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi expressed hopes of bolstering a shared vision of a stronger and mutually prosperous future. Both leaders are set to meet tomorrow. Now, Rebecca Bundhun is covering this story for CNA live from Mumbai. Now, Rebecca, what else is on Mr. Starmer's agenda during his visit to India?
Yes, the UK Prime Minister's office describing it as a trade mission. More than 100 leaders, along with Keir Starmer, including business leaders, entrepreneurs, heads of cultural institutions and universities. This is a massive delegation, and there are other events planned as well. Following that meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, those bilateral talks that are due to take place on Thursday morning, there will be a CEO forum that Keir Starmer will be attending, and he'll also be addressing a financial technology conference in Mumbai along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But really, the big focus here is on trying to capitalise on the opportunities that are presented by the trade deal that was signed between the UK and India back in July, and it still has to be implemented. Starmer has said that he wants this to be implemented as soon as possible, and both sides looking to really take advantage of that and try and find the right sort of investment and business opportunities. Both countries really wanting to boost their economies and boost growth. And of course, this comes against the backdrop of Trump's aggressive trade policy. So there's really a big opportunity here for both countries. And this visit is really significant in that respect.
Yeah, Rebecca, despite all these opportunities, Mr. Starmer has said that the UK will not relax its visa rules for Indian workers or students. Now, could this be a sticking point when it comes to talks with Mr. Modi?
Well, Prime Minister Keir Starmer has made it very clear that he does not want to pursue a visa deal with India, and India is well aware of this. Of course, New Delhi has been pushing to try to get easier access for its people to the UK for work, for students. But this was a challenging point in those negotiations on that free trade deal. That's one of the reasons why it took so long. The two countries just could not see eye to eye on that point. And it ended up being that the visa situation, the visas were not actually part of that deal. And that deal has been concluded. The agreement has been signed. So it's very, very clear that Starmer does not want to revisit this. India has highlighted other areas that it wants to focus on as well, including defence, technology, energy, a lot of scope for collaboration in those sectors. And of course, Keir Starmer has to be careful as well. We have to remember back at home in the UK, his Labour Party is facing declining popularity in the polls. So he has to be cautious when it comes to these immigration issues too.
Rebecca, thank you so much for bringing us the latest. That was Rebecca Bundhun covering this story for CNA from Mumbai.